We've got lots of people to love because we are joined by our guests this morning. A very warm welcome to Bethan and Leighton. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. You're here joining us for a very special reason. It's show week again at the Boulevard Theatre, and you've both got roles in The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. It's a very peculiar title for any production. Leighton, give us a little bit of insight as to the title.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? I don't know whether it's relating to the characters of the play, and it's to do with a book that the main character Chris has written, and he's going through his story and what has happened to him over the past few years, and probably to do with his character and his personality. It's very much the sort of character, the sort of person who would write. It wouldn't have an easy title. You'd have a name that would be quite a mouthful. So yeah, it's to do with the opening scene. I don't think it's much of a spoiler. You see that there's a dog on the stage, and yes, so the whole plot revolves around, particularly the first act, about the dog and what's happened to him, and Chris trying to find out a bit more about it.
Trying to find out more, a bit of investigation. Bethan, hello, welcome to, because Leighton's been on the Breakfast Show. He's a friend here of the Breakfast Show. But Bethan, I believe that you're new here on the Gina Tom Breakfast Show at Folly Farm, and this process of this particular show. What's been your insight and your experience coming up to this week?
Gosh, question. I think probably it's been quite interesting having to get used to working with other people on this particular topic, because there's like a lot of scenes that they're quite emotional. So I think having to meet new people, and then also like do some scenes with them where like I think we have to kind of get quite up close and personal is interesting. The other thing is I've sort of learned a lot about myself and the way I actually act on stage. I've been told quite a few times that I'm quite a quiet character, and I need to project a lot more. So I've had to learn to raise my voice and make myself known on stage, which has been quite fun.
Bethan, have you worked with Vision before? Have you done any productions at Boulevard before then?
No, this was my first. I saw an email that Vision sent out to its email group back in, I think it was June or July, and it was actually for the Weird Sisters, and I was like, I really want to do that, but I'd missed the deadline to audition. And then I scrolled down the email and I saw the advert for The Curious Incident, and I read that book when I was about 14 or 15. So I thought, okay, I'll go in and audition for that instead. So that's what I did.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Some images have been released of Weird Sisters. You're in for a treat with that one as well. Don't you worry about that. We were just talking off air about some of these themes with The Curious Incident. It really is, I think I've referred to it as a kind of a thinking person's play to go and see because of these overlapping themes. And it's not explicitly mentioned, but the son, the boy in question, has got some very unique characteristics. Bethan, I'll stick with you for that one.
Yeah, so it isn't explicitly mentioned, but Christopher does have learning needs. I think the author kind of, he does imply that Christopher has autism. He's very gifted when it comes to maths, but he struggles a lot with contact with other people. And I think towards the end of the play, you'll see like how that plays out in his relationship with his mum and dad, and also with his teacher.
Yeah. And Leighton, the show kind of emanates around an investigation and the people that overlap with Christopher. To tell us a little bit about, I believe it's Tom that's playing Christopher, and some relationships that he's got with other actors and other characters that he's got going on there.
Yeah, so I don't think it's spoiling it because it's in the opening scene. So the opening scene, you see that there's a dead dog on the stage, which Christopher finds, and you see straight away is how his relationships with people, and especially people he doesn't know, how he struggles to adapt to that relationships with people. So yeah, I'm one of the characters being Roger. He is he's one of Tom's prime suspects, but you see him meeting other people along the way in this, in the street, getting to talk to his neighbours, getting to investigate who may have possibly killed the dog. And yeah, you see a lot of the close relationship he has with his father, a lot of good points together, but also the struggles that they encounter day to day as well. So yeah, it's really, it is a powerful piece to come and watch and to read as well. There's a lot of emotion that it brings out of you, and I'm sure it'll bring out of the audience as well as they come along and watch it.
I was going to say, do we need like tissues in our pocket to come and see this? Are we going to shed a tear?
Yes.
That's our hope.
Yes.
if we do it well enough. Yeah.
Because Tom's playing Christopher, who's playing his onstage dad?
That's actually his real dad, Nick. So yeah,
Oh.
which has been, I think it's been good for them. They've obviously been able to rehearse together off stage as well. Yeah, and it is interesting watching the two of them, actually, like knowing that they are son and father anyway. It's quite interesting just observing them.
Yeah. It's a great dynamic to have from you as other people in the rehearsal room, as they've hopefully got that implicit trust amongst each other with this content material, because the emotions, it takes you through the whole range of emotions, doesn't it? This production, Bethan, you were talking just a moment ago about how you're having to come out of your shell and also be vulnerable, be aggressive, be loud. There's real color, there's real texture to the emotions in this show.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for Judy's character, she starts off quite dreamy, I'd say. But then as she sort of progresses through the play, she gets a lot more aggressive, which is, yeah. I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah, she definitely comes out of her shell.
Ooh.
And then Leighton, what without giving too much away, because that's the thing with this show, isn't it? You need that intrigue, don't you, to go through the door. It's one of those shows where you don't really want to know where it's going, because of the act one, the act two relationship with each other and how it ends. We're deliberately being a little bit vague and a bit, so you get to experience it for the first time. But Leighton, what have been some of the highlights that you've seen amongst these characters?
I think, as Bethan's been mentioned, seeing Nick and Tom as they, that father-son relationship, and knowing that they're, father and son off the screen as well, being able to switch that on and off for the scenes and come out of it, especially some of the, really emotional and powerful scenes they get to do. I imagine it must be difficult at times, but having that trust together, it's great to watch. And then, seeing all the other characters involved, we got Sally, who's in it as well, who's playing the teacher. We get to see a lot of that relationship she has with Christopher as well, how they work and how she deals with that as well. And yeah, it's a great cast, to be honest. I think we've all had a great time doing it. There's a lot of, there's a couple of new faces like Beth and Daisy as well. And so, yeah, it's been good. It's good to see, and we're all getting to sit on stage the whole time as well, which is, so we're getting to watch it and watch the whole piece like everyone else. So, yeah, so it is good. I get told off for moving too much on my stool at times, and I've got to keep still because my legs are shaking. But yeah, it's great. So we sit through, we go through it all along with the audience as well. So yeah, it's really good.
Oh, that's fantastic, because I've seen other kind of productions of it where there's a lot of almost isolated characters that you see, but you're all in it. You're all observers of this investigation that's going place. That's really cool. And for us as people that might want to observe the production in full, where is it taking place? What time, and where can we get tickets?
So
Bethan.
if you,
oh no, go on there, Leighton. Go on there. You're in there. You're in.
So it's down the Boulevard Theatre in Milford on Thursday, starting on Thursday night, running Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can get tickets on the Vision Arts website or on the Boulevard website as well. And yeah, come along. It's going to be, I know it's going to be a fantastic show, and I think everyone, if you're ready to come along on a journey and really, get emotionally invested and watch a powerful piece, come and watch.
Yeah, lovely. And I was thinking Thursday. Oh, that seems a while away, but it's not. It's tomorrow. You say Thursday, it seems, we've got plenty of time, but I hope you're ready for tomorrow. It's going to be incredible. Something else which is incredible about this performance taking place for Vision, though, Tom, can you remember?
It is the 50th production of Vision in not very many years. That's half a century of productions, and you two are in it. How much pride does that give you? And of course, Leighton, speaking your circumstances, the whole family's involved.
Yes, indeed. Seems like we live in Vision at times. I've got, my wife does a lot of the shows, and then we've got our 2 children that are involved with it as well. So yeah, it's a lot of back and forth to Vision or Boulevard, and it's great. It's been brilliant over the last few years. It's really given an opportunity for everyone to come along and do performances and enjoy the arts. I haven't done it for a long time, so it was nice to get back into it and get involved again.
Yeah, and a great first show for you, Bethan, as well, to be involved in that 50th production.
Yeah, definitely. I've loved doing this. Loved working with everybody that's on the performance, and I'm really excited for tomorrow night. Also very nervous, but very excited.
It's become very real. If you want to see what other productions, well, first of all, get your tickets for this one, but there are productions all throughout this autumn season with Vision Arts at the Boulevard Theatre. Off the top of my head, we've got Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, Weird Sisters, that Bethan mentioned there, still to come. There was auditions for the youth looking at Percy Jackson, the Lightning Thief. There is something for everyone. And I think this particular production, Gina, I think that you're going to leave having probably learned something about yourself. Bethan and Leighton, would you agree with that?
That we're going to leave it?
No. The people are going to watch it. They're going to leave. Like they're going to leave the theatre, and then they're going to maybe reevaluate their relationship with the world around them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, you might be a little bit kinder towards other people, or a bit more open to other perspectives on relationships and conflict, for sure.
Yeah. Get your tickets now. Vision Arts Wales or the Boulevard Theatre website. Going to put you on the spot now. Any particular favourite songs?
Oh gosh, REM.
REM. Oh yes.
Yeah.
We had REM yesterday morning, didn't we, Tom?
There you go. We're going to put a tune on for you, but a little bit of REM. Leighton, Bethan, break a leg for tomorrow. If you're thinking of going, go get your tickets now. You will not be disappointed for the 50th show of Vision Arts Wales. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The Breakfast Show with